It's lonely on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I guess the world is my home and there's so many milks. Bird in my dome and like turbulent air. I'm switching these flows. If you look at my neck, boy, I'm letting it snow. I'm sturdy as hell as a vessel alone. They showing me love.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Indianapolis Colts and the Portland Snowhawks. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back. First down, McFarland, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Allen. He may try and run for this. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now it's 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
On 3rd down, McFarland. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen throwing again. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
56, check 56. Let's go, D.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Rowe. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Now a give right side. It's Chandler. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready to break. Rock it. Ready.
On first down, Dowdens, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He's checking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter play. Portland football here ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down. Sullivan buying time to his left. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's going to look deep for more. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Mike 50. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some. Ready to go. Speed grip.
On 4th down, Sullivan. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting to 7-0.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Throwing is Allen on third. He can run for it, and he will. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Play action. Now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hockenson. And that'll make it third down.
We got 4. Hey, tight. 56. Watch the screen. 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead moves to 10-zip. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Squeeze. 30 base. Ready?
On second down, Dobbins. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On the ready.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
X3, 218, chopper. Roll out. And go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, Sullivan. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and just like that, it's third down.
Third and 5.
On the double. Bravo.
Operating from the gun, Sullivan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
A loss of 2
Hey,
yards.
orbit.
It's 4th down.
Go.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Come. Get it.
On 4th down, Sullivan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. A big-time sack there on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. To the air, Allen. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 3rd down, Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
But it brings up 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Protein spill.
Team, under team. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Dudes. Showing it.
Lead grip.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it indeed. Here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now they'll run on the draw. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hard. Check 9, check 9. Ready.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Don't get nervous. Joker. Tighten up.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, lock it. Snap.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
All day, just like that.
Go. Hey, exit. 5.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Watch the run. 90 is the mic. I don't think you got it, son. 90 is the mic.
Look at me. Zipper. Buzz.
90 is the mic.
Hit it.
From the gun on 3rd down, Sullivan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door.
I don't know if he made it out of the end zone. No signal. Yes, it's a safety. So the defense does their job. They get rid of that 0 on the scoreboard. Now we'll see if their offense can come to play.
Well, that's the way you get things started, right? Score yourself on defense, give the ball back for your offense, and tell them, let's go. We're in the game now.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Leo.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Throwing on first down. Sullivan. Being chased out left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off around the 27. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. A throw he probably shouldn't have made, rolling left and then throwing back across the field.
And when you do that and you're rolling towards the sideline, you cut down your field in a big way significantly. And the guys who play in the second and the third level, those linebackers and DBs, they know that. And they know they don't have nearly as much space to cover. And they're hoping you try and throw it back towards the middle.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters.
And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Sullivan. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41.
65. You go tight. You got tight.
Pilot, 64, weak. Look, squeeze.
Lucky.
Now a give, right side. Dobbins, and he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first and 10, Sullivan. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down now, Dobbins. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 22.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. 3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Man. Hey. Go. Get it.
Back to throw. Sullivan. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
90 is a mic. Record. 90 is a mic. They're going to need some therapy after this. 90 is a mic. I'm coming after you. 90 is a mic. I'm coming for you.
On 4th down, Sullivan. And this is caught. He hits Moore. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get on the field, defense. Watch twist.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland, he's got a first down past the 30. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On first down, McFarland. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Kill.
General West. Go.
They'll run on first down. Chandler. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
5 wide.
57's the mic. 57's the mic.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Keep playing hard.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. check, 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 check. Hey, hey, watch it, watch it. 36, 36.
Now a give right side. McFarland. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Watch the whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. McFarland. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check, check 43, check 24, check 24. Motion, motion, bump, 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 bump.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
First down and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
On the set.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Sullivan. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Like, ready.
From the gun, Sullivan. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
It's now 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Now.
Don't be scared of it.
Hey, Jet. Go.
On 4th down, Sullivan. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
1st and 10